What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of I Tried Drawing. I am Ant217, and this is my face. Now, I don't usually show my face because I don't want to distract from my works of arts with this work of art. You know, my parents are the artists for this. You know, they one night collabed together, and this joke just got a little too weird. They collabed together. Ew. Anyway, today I watched a movie, and Disney has done it again. They made another live action of one of their old classic cartoons. They made Cruella. Now, I'm not here to review the movie. I will say I did like it, but there's some things I would have changed. But Emma Stone, she did fantastic. She was beautiful as Cruella, and I don't see any other actor doing this part. Not at all. So I saw her and immediately thought, I need to draw Cruella. So today's episode, I tried drawing Cruella. Cruella the Belle, Cruella the Belle. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. Cruella. Alright, everybody, I'm just going to jump right into it. As you can see, I start with the regular guidelines or construction lines with the line down the middle of the circle so I know where the eyes go and the nose goes. I also want to point out that I'm sketching with color. I'm using red here, or a reddish color. Sometimes I use blue as well. I do recommend that you sketch with color. I think it adds something to the drawing. Also, some people are afraid of color. So if you're afraid of color and you're sketching with color, there's already color on the page, so you just conquered your fear. No therapy needed. You're welcome. I need therapy. Anyway, so whether you're doing traditional or digital, use color when you sketch. You can use a color pencil if you're doing traditional. I also wanted to point out that my sketches are pretty sloppy, and that's okay. If my sketch is sloppy to you, that's fine, as long as I can understand it. As long as I can understand everything that's going on so I can ink it later, that is 100% okay. Also, I'm going to point out that I use the lasso tool a lot and the transform tools a lot and undo. Some people think that's cheating. I don't think that's cheating. I think you should always use the tools that you have. If you're doing traditional, you want to use a light box and trace over your own work and to change things. As long as it's your work, I'm not telling you to trace over somebody else's work and claim it to be yours. But whatever you need to do to make your piece beautiful is fine. Another thing, I am flipping the canvas a lot. Sometimes when you flip the canvas, or before you flip the canvas, you have this beautiful work of art. And then you flip it, and it looks like this. Yeah, it just gives you a fresh eye on the piece. So if you're doing traditional, just go to a mirror or take a picture and flip it. But always flip your canvas. I flip my canvas a lot. So please, please don't forget to flip your canvas. So I'm just going to continue the sketch, and then I'll come back in and talk about what I'm doing after, all right? Alright guys, so I'm back. I do like the way the sketch is coming out. It's kind of bothering me a little bit, but I'm going to trust the process and I'm going to move on to the inking. When I ink, I undo a lot because I use a variation of thick to thin lines. So if I don't like the way the line looks, I just take it out and do it again. I use thicker lines on parts that I guess pop out. So I guess like the shoulder will be thick, the bicep will be thicker lines, and then I guess the forearm will be thin, unless your character has big forearms. Are you drawing Popeye? Maybe. But yeah, if you want to use one width or one thickness for your lines, that's fine too. but I do recommend trying to, vary. All right? It just makes the art pop more to me. One more thing, finish your sketches. Finish them. I didn't finish mine here. I forgot to draw the hand in my sketch. Maybe self-consciously I skipped it because I hate drawing hands, just like I'm sure a lot of you do. But yeah, finish your plan, because if you try to do something without a plan, you might mess up. You plan it out and you execute your plan flawlessly. When it comes to the inking, it's easy, because right now, that's 6 fingers. I'm glad I noticed. Please count your fingers, because if you put a portfolio piece and the person about to hire you and they count the 6th finger, unless it's on purpose, maybe your character has an extra finger, but be careful with that. I had 6 fingers. I did not want 6 fingers. So I changed my sketch layer to black because I wasn't liking the way the inking was coming out. So I blamed the sketch. I blamed my foundation. So I changed the sketch layer to black to kind of trick my mind into thinking I already inked it. And I was right. It was my sketch. I did tweak it just a little bit and continue to ink. I usually would change it back to that red, but I didn't because I forgot. Maybe I'm lazy. I don't know. But I'm up to the inking now, so it's okay. Now I'm going to jump into this and I'm going to start the coloring. To color the flat colors, I just grab the magic wand, select all the different parts that are going to be different colors, so like the skin, the glove, the jacket. Select them, use the paint bucket, and separate them to different layers. It's just easier to render them later on with that separation of layers. All right, so I'm going to start the rendering, and hopefully you guys like what you see. Real quick, I went with dull colors just because I wanted to push the contrast between the black and white and the idea of the black and white. With Cruella, she has the black and white hair, the Dalmatians have the black and white spots. So yeah, I just wanted to push that. I do change the color of the skin a little bit because I thought it was too dull, I think. But yeah, I like the idea of the black and white. I did use the red lipstick because I'm a sucker for some red lipstick. I love that. Cruella, you looking good, girl. Love the red lipstick. Love it. Yeah. And I also went with the green eyes. I believe she has green eyes in the movie. Right? Emma Stone? You have green eyes? I know you watching, girl. Guys, that was my piece of Cruella. If you like what you saw, please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I like the way it came out. It gave me some problems in the beginning, but turned out okay. I'm awesome. Thanks for watching. Cruella. Drawing Cruella.
You should sing the song and do a little dance.
Like the song? Like the Cruella song?
Yeah.
Cruella de Vil.
You got the moves.
This is not a dancing channel.